Hello students, welcome you to this video. We are studying limits. So in this video we are going to study two very important limits. Okay, then based on that we are going to learn sums. Some important limits. The first one, limit extends to infinity. Limit extends to infinity. 1 plus k by x raised to x. See the format. Limit extends to infinity. 1 plus k by x raised to x. The answer is e raised to k. You take it as a result. Then one particular case, instead of k, if you put 1, then your answer will be e raised to 1. E raised to 1 is what? E. Okay. Then another, in both the cases, limit extends to infinity. Then another one, limit extends to 0. It is not extends to infinity, extends to 0. In this case, these two you have to interchange. That x you write inside, 1 by x you take it to the power. So you can remember like that. Limit extends to 0. 1 plus x raised to 1 by x, the answer is e. Answer remains same, e. Here limit extends to infinity, but here limit extends to 0. So here inside 1 by x, the power is x, and just to interchange that x you bring in and that 1 by x take it to the power. Okay, so this is one type. So especially the first one you remember. So second one is just a particular case. Instead of k you put 1, and another one limit extends to 0. Then 1 plus x raised to 1 by x is e. Then we have trigonometric result. The most important one, limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is 1. Limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is 1. Anything of this type. But you remember these three must be same. Suppose it is phi theta, here you must have phi theta, here also you must have phi theta. And it tending to 0, then your answer is what? 1. Okay. Same thing for tan also. Limit theta tends to 0, tan theta by theta is 1. So this is called trigonometric limit. Some particular cases, limit theta tends to 0, 1 minus cos theta by theta. The answer is 0. It is not 1, it is 0. Then for inverse function, limit extends to 0, sin inverse by x is 1, and even tan inverse x by x is also 1. Okay, so based on that, so we are going to do few sums from exercise number 9.4. So it's a lengthy exercise. I'm going to take in 2 videos. Okay, so here we discuss half the sums. So look at the first sum. Limit extends to infinity. 1 plus 1 by x raised to x means, you know, it is e, right? But it is not x, something else, 7x. So what I'm going to do, we don't want that 7 there. You know, a raised to mn, you can write a raised to m the whole power n, right? So I'm taking that 7 to the power. So what's the remaining I have to write? Limit x tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by x raised to x. The whole power 7. So a raised to m, the whole power 7 is, power n is a raised to m into n. So x into 7, 7x, right? So now the term inside the bracket is same as e. The power is 7. Okay, so the answer is e raised to 7. So just remember the formula so you can do it very easily. Look at the next one. Limit extends to 0. 0 means here we need x, but the power we need 1 by x. Only 1 by x we need, but there denominator 1, 3 is also there, right? So take that 1 by 3. If you are thorough with the formula, you can do it. Otherwise, you don't know why we are taking that 1 by 3 there, right? So that's the reason. The only few formula. That formula you learn thoroughly, you can do it very easily. Limit extends to 0. 1 plus x raised to 1 by x. Okay. Now you know this part, the term inside the bracket is e, the power 1 by 3. So the answer is e raised to 1 by 3. Listen this question. Limit extends to infinity. Okay. 1 plus k by x raised to x means, okay, you know the formula, right? E raised to k. But here, power is not x. Here 1 by x, here also power also 1 by x, right? So that we cannot use it. That's a special case. So in that case, we give a substitution. I'm taking 1 by x as some letter. I'm taking it as a t. Then as x tending to infinity, so limit also you have to change. X only tending to infinity. Now I am introducing a new letter t, right? So x tending to infinity means t tending to, for x you put infinity, 1 by infinity it is 0. So as x tends to infinity, t tends to 0. So the changes you give here, limit. Don't write x tends to infinity. Instead of that you write t tends to 0. 1 plus k by x. So that is k into 1 by x. 1 by x is t. So it is kt raised to m by x. That is m into 1 by x. So it is power is mt. Okay, so now no formula here. You apply the limit directly. So if you apply the limit directly, what you get to see, for t you put 0, 1 plus t it is 0. The whole power, t is 0, so m into 0 it is 0. You are getting 1 raised to 0. Any number raised to 0 is 1, right? It's a direct question. Now let's move on to question number 5, then we'll come back to the fourth one. Listen the fifth question. Listen carefully. Limit x tends to infinity, 1 plus 3 by x. Instead of k we have 3, so 3 by x raised to x we need, but here we have x plus 2. So that's not a problem. You split into 2, you know, a raised to m plus n, a raised to m plus n. You can write it as a raised to m into a raised to n. So split into 2. So limit x tends to infinity, 1 plus 3 by x raised to x into 1 plus 3 by x raised to 2. Even the limit also you split into 2. So you write for both, you give separate limit. Okay, so limit x tends to infinity, 1 plus 3 by x raised to x. That is like k, right? E raised to k, that formula you have to use. Into the second one, limit x tends to infinity, 1 plus 3 by x the whole square. So the first one, the answer is e raised to k. Instead of k we have 3. So suppose here it is minus, e raised to minus 3. But here it is e raised to 3. Into, for the second one, for x you put infinity. So 3 by infinity, something by infinity is 0. So you are getting only 1 square. 1 square is 1 only. So your answer is e cube, right? So this is your answer. Okay, now let's move on to the fourth question. Just to explain to you, little in the one. So we are going to use so many results here. First you should get some idea. So limit x tends to infinity, right? Limit x tends to infinity. Then I need some 1 plus. So here 1 is not there. So how will you get 1 something by, so both must be same, right? A plus b by a, then a by a, you split into 2, a by a plus b by a, so a by a is 1, so bring like that. So denominator is 2x square plus 5. I want to make same 2x square plus 5 to the power, and even here also, then only that a by a, you will get that 1, right? Then the limit and all we have to change, we'll check that. So see this one, so then you can use this result, limit x tends to infinity, 1 plus k by x raised to x, the answer is what? E raised to k, so that you can use it. So first I'm starting with the power, 8x square plus 3, but I want 2x square. So I'm taking a 4 outside, please listen very carefully, I'm taking a 4. See, we have 8x square. 8x square can be, if I take 4, what's the remaining? 2x square, right? So 4 2s are 8, 8x square. But I want 2x square plus 5. See the denominator. I want 2x square plus 5. So 2x square, I am writing 2x square plus 5. This because I want that. But if I multiply, 4 2s are 8, 8x square. Okay. But I want only 3. But here I am getting 4 into 5. 5 4s are 20 I am getting. So I am getting something extra that should be removed. So minus 17 you write. Now if you simplify, you will get exactly the same thing. Okay. So we change the power. Now the numerator you change. Numerator is 2x cube plus 3. I want 2x square plus 5. Adjust. I want only 3, but I have taken 5. So I have to return 2, right? So you put minus 2. Now in the question, denominator no change. Numerator and power we have to change. Please listen. So limit x tends to infinity. Denominator write as it is. Instead of numerator, you write 2x cube plus 5 minus 2. The power you write 4 into 2x square plus 5 minus 7. This step is very, very important one. Then the remaining is very simple. See, inside the bracket you split into 2 like this, a by c minus b by c. So 2x square, not cube, right? 2x square plus 5 minus 2. That is the numerator by denominator. So split into 2, this by this. So that cancel, you are getting 1 minus 2 by the denominator, the power you write. Now this is a raised to m minus n type, a raised to m into a raised to minus n. You split into 2. Before that, the 2x square plus 5, we take it as what? T. The 2x square plus 5, we take it as t. So this is 4t minus 17. This is 2 by t. 2 by t and 4t minus 17. And see the limit, x is tending to infinity, but now we convert into t. So x is tending to infinity means t become, for x you put infinity, infinity square, it is infinity into 2 plus 5, it is infinity only. So x tending to infinity, t also tending to infinity. So no change in the limit. Instead of x tends to infinity, you write limit t tends to infinity. 1 minus 2 by t, power 4t minus 17. Now you can split into 2. Limit t tends to infinity. 1 minus 2 by t raised to 4t into another limit you write t tends to infinity. 1 minus 2 by t raised to minus 17. Okay. So here this 4 you take it to the power. Okay. 4 you take it to the power. Already we did a sum like this. So you know this part is, instead of k we have minus 2. So e raised to k, that is e raised to minus 2 raised to 4. E raised to minus 2 raised to 4. And for the second one, straight away for t you put infinity. 2 by infinity is something by infinity, that is 0. So 1 raised to minus 17, 1 raised to any number is 1 only. So your answer is e raised to minus 8. E raised to minus 8 can be written as 1 by e raised to 8. Okay. So far we did 4 questions. This is the 5th one. So this is a little lengthy one, right? So many results we are using. Your answer is 1 by e raised. But basic we are using this result. So we want to get in this form. We need a 1. And here whatever you have x and this everything should be same, right? So we made some changes. We changed the power. We changed the denominator, right? Numerator we changed. Then you split into 2, right? Then you simplified. Hope you understood this one. But you have to practice. Give some extra importance for this. Now listen, sum number 6. Now some trigonometric limit. By seeing this you can understand. Numerator cube, denominator also cube. So I am going to write the whole cube. So limit x tends to 0, sin x by 2 by x, the whole cube, right? You can write like this. Now please listen. If I want to write it as 1, you know, limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is 1. But one thing you have to notice, here theta, here also what? Theta. So tending to 0 is okay. Now please listen. Limit, what do you have? X tends to 0, sin x by 2 by x only we have, right? The whole cube. See what changes I am going to make. Since we have x by 2, I want denominator also x by 2. So here divide by 2 and multiply by 2. Limit x tends to 0. Both the sides you divide by 2 because I want x by 2. X is tending to 0. Both the sides you divide by 2. X by 2 is tending to 0 by 2. What is 0 by 2? 0 only. So x tending to 0 can be written as even x by 2 tending to 0. Now you know this part, the answer is 1. Limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta. Instead of theta, what do you have? X by 2. So that part is 1. Denominator we have a 2, right? This 2. Denominator we have a 2, the whole cube. So your answer is 1 by 8. 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8. Now sum number 7, limit x tends to 0, sin alpha x by sin beta x. So split into 2. Limit x tends to 0, sin alpha x by limit x tends to 0, sin beta x. Now make the changes what you need. Please listen. Since we have alpha x, so in the next step we do. So that is limit x tends to 0, sin alpha x by limit x tends to 0, sin beta x. Listen here carefully. Since we have alpha x here, in the denominator we want alpha x, right? So I am dividing by alpha x, so multiply by alpha x also, because value should not be changed. And here also I want alpha. You can write, no problem, because both the sides I multiply by alpha. X is tending to 0, both the sides multiply by alpha. Alpha x is tending to alpha into 0. It is what? 0 only. Same way in the denominator, sin beta x. Denominator I want beta x, so divide by beta x and multiply by beta x. So here also both the sides multiply by beta. X is tending to 0. Both the sides you multiply by beta. Left side beta x, right side beta into 0. It is 0 only. Okay. So now you know this part is 1. This part is also 1. So you are, and here this x you can cancel. So you are getting 1 into alpha by 1 into beta. So the answer is alpha by beta. Now let's move on to question number 8. Limit x tends to 0. We split into 2. Tan 2x by limit x tends to 0, tan 5x. See what changes you have to make here. Since we have 2x, I want 2x here. Divide and multiply. Here also you put 2x. Because x is tending to 0, 2x also tending to 0. Here we have tan 5x. So divide by 5x, multiply by 5x. Here also 5x. Hope you understood this. X and x cancel. So now you know this part is 1. Limit theta tends to 0. Tan theta by theta is 1. So your answer is 1 into 2 by 1 into 5. So the answer is what? 2 by 5. Okay. So hope you understood. So easy question. Now let's move on to question number 9. Look at this question. Again we split into 2. Limit alpha tends to 0, sin alpha raised to n by limit alpha tends to 0, sin alpha raised to m. Okay, this is what we have. Now please listen what changes we are going to make. The numerator, limit sin alpha raised to n, sin alpha raised to n. Since I have alpha raised to n, denominator also I want alpha raised to n, so multiply alpha raised to n. Alpha tending to 0 means alpha raised to n also tending to 0. So now you know this part is what? 1. See the denominator. What do you have here? The whole power m, I think, right? Yes, it is m. Power is m. Whole power m I am going to write. So please listen what I write here. Limit x tends to 0, not x, alpha. Alpha tends to 0, sin alpha. Okay, this is what we have. Since I have sin alpha, I have to get the denominator also alpha. So divide by alpha, multiply by alpha. So here we have alpha only, so no problem. So this part is 1, here this part is 1. So you are getting 1 into alpha raised to n by this here 1 into alpha, the whole power n. So this is alpha raised to n by alpha raised to m, denominator alpha raised to m. So 1 into alpha is alpha, alpha raised to m. So this is your answer, alpha raised to n by alpha raised to m. Just we used one result, limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is equal to 1. Okay. So you can go through that again. Now go through the 10th sum, please listen. If I put 0 directly, sin A minus sin A, 0 by 0, right? Indeterminate form. So you have to simplify. So trigonometric result you need, either you need sin C minus sin D. So that formula you need, or you need sin A plus B formula, right? What is sin A plus B? Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. So sin A plus X. What is sin A plus X? Sin A cos X plus cos A sin X. Then second one, sin A minus X. So sin A cos X minus cos A sin X. So we have to subtract it. When you subtract, you change the sign. So this cancel, cos A sin A plus cos A sin A, 2 times cos A sin X. Okay. So this is numerator. So limit x tends to 0. Numerator, if you simplify, you are getting 2 cos A sin X divided by X. Limit is only for X. Other than X, everything you can take it out. So which one can be taken out? 2 and cos A you can take it out. So 2 cos A into limit x tends to 0, sin x by x. That's all right. This part is what? 1. So your answer is 2 cos A into 1. So the answer is 2 cos A. Only thing that trigonometric result you need. Look at this question with root. So in the previous video I taught with root, but either root is the numerator or denominator, but here we have root in both numerator and denominator. If I apply the limit directly, x is 0, if I give, x square becomes 0, root of a square is a, so a minus a, numerator 0. Denominator for x, if I put 0, this will be 0, root of b square is b, b minus b again 0. So here the method is you multiply by the conjugate. But here root is in both numerator and denominator. So see the denominator. This is the denominator. So instead of minus you put plus. With that you multiply numerator and denominator. Then you see the numerator. So here we have minus. That minus is converted to plus. By that also you multiply numerator and denominator. Now please listen how to simplify. You know a plus b into a minus b is what? A square minus b square. That only we are going to use. So here you combine first and last. Root of x square plus a square minus a into root of x square plus a square plus a. So that you are going to simplify. Limit x tends to 0. What you get here? A square. First one square. Root cancel. X square plus a square minus b square. B square means that a square, right? Into this one, no change, right as it is. Root of x square plus b square plus b. The denominator, you combine these two because here only the same value, right? A plus a minus b into a plus b. A square, root cancel, x square plus b square minus b square. It is b square only. And this last one you write as it is. Root of x square plus a square plus a. Now here you can cancel a square minus a square, b square minus b square. You are getting limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0, x square into root of x square plus b square outside plus b divided by denominator again x square into root of x square plus a square plus a. You can cancel x square also. Now apply the limit. Wherever x comes you put 0. For x you put 0. This will be 0, right? So you are getting root of b square. Root of b square is b. So b plus b by x you give 0. You are getting only root of a square, that is a plus a. B plus b, it is 2b. A plus a, it is 2a. Cancel 2. So your answer is b by a. Now let's move on to question number 12. Please listen. Arc tan x. The meaning is tan inverse x. Tan inverse x only we can write it as what? Arc tan x. Both are same only. Okay. So see the question. Limit x tends to 0. 2 into arc sin x. So it is sin inverse x by 3x. Very simple question. 2 and 3 constants. Take it out. 2 by 3. What's the remaining? Limit x tends to 0. Sin inverse x by x. Already given the result, right? So this part is 1. So the answer is 2 by 3 into 1. So that is 2 by 3. Now question number 13. Limit x tends to 0. If I apply the limit directly, x you put 0. Cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So 1 minus 1, 0 by x you are giving 0. 0 by 0 perform. So what you have to do here, limit x tends to 0. Again trigonometric result you need. 1 minus cos x, it is 2 sin square x by 2. 2 sin square x by 2 by x square. So you have to remember the formula. 1 minus cos x is 2 sin square x by 2. 1 plus cos x is 2 cos square x by 2. Okay, 2 cos square x by 2. Then sin x. Sin x is 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2. We are using the formula sin 2a, 2 sin a cos a. So these are some of the formula often we use, even differentiation, integration. So learn that. So here 2 is a constant, take it out. Then we have square here, here also square, you can write the whole square, right? So limit x tends to 0. You write sin x by 2 by x. the whole square. Hope you understood. Now, if I want to use trigonometric result, here all these three must be same. So since we have x by 2, I want x by 2 here, dividing by 2 and multiply by 2. X is tending to 0, both the sides you divide by 2. Why you are dividing by 2? Because we need x by 2. So divide by 2, x by 2, here 0 by 2 is 0 only. So now you know this part, limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta form. So that is 1, right? So outside already we have a 2. 1, then this 2 is in the denominator, the whole square is there. So it is 2 into 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, cancel, you are getting 1 by 2. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question, question number 14. Please listen, it's a very simple question. Limit x tends to 0, tan 2x by x. Since we have 2x here, we need a 2 here, right? So divide by 2 and multiply by 2. X is tending to 0. But I want 2x, so multiply by 2 on both sides. So 2x is tending to 2 into 0 is 0 only, no? So now this part is 1. So 1 into 2, your answer is what? 2. So remember the formula what I taught, the trigonometric results, and the first I given few formula, that you make it thorough and go through these sums, and more limits we will do in the next video.